Welcome back. It's a beautiful Saturday. Riding along with a couple of my mates from the HOG Auckland Chapter. We're heading along the Whangaripo Valley Road, and we're riding from Wellsford to Matakana, or at least that was the plan. And to be fair, well, spoiler alert, we did make it to Matakana eventually, but not before we took a little unexpected bypass onto some gravel roads ahead, and that's what this ride's going to focus on. We still had a great time, and we saw some roads that we wouldn't normally see, and you can't complain about that when the day is, when the weather's as good as it is, and when we're itching for something to do, haven't been locked up for a little while. Like with all rides around country roads, you've got to be careful. Around the corner there you can see there's a whole lot of gravel and silt that have been spilt around that corner, so I just had to change my line a little bit coming around there, managed to see it ahead in time and avoid any kind of situations. For the most part, this is a fairly uneventful road. Whangaripo Valley Road is really quite a beautiful little ride. Lots of straightaways on it, lots of greenery. It's beautiful this time of year, and the light's really good. It's really almost looks like you can reach out and touch it. Anyway, we're all of us reasonably familiar with this road. We ride it a lot, which makes it all the more baffling that we somehow managed to scoot past the turn-off that we needed to get it over the Matakana hill coming up ahead. There's a right-hand turn coming up which leads to Matakana Valley Road that we inexplicably just blazed straight past. And well, that was fine. I thought, well, maybe our ride leader here knew an alternate way around to Matakana, and indeed it would have taken us through past Lee, but there was a little bit of a gravel road to get through first. Anyway, we're now on Pakiri Road. Nobody knew quite enough about where we're going to really authoritatively say this is the wrong way, so we just kept on going, and actually the road is quite beautiful. It's a lovely ride. At least I guess it's quite comforting to know that even if we are stuck in the Auckland region at the moment, there is still 5,000 kilometres of travelling and road available to us, and much of it is rural land like this, a lot of bush, a lot of typical North Island country, so it's not all just cities and highways, which is great. So we've at least got that. Now, as we're travelling further along Pakiri Road, I'm beginning to think to myself, man, this is a quite spectacular piece of road. I wonder why we don't ride along here more often. Well, the answer was soon to be revealed as we're travelling a little bit further along. I think there's just another couple of one-lane bridges away from approaching some kind of a hill, and this hill leads over towards what's called the Goat Island Marine Reserve. And from this side, heading the direction that we're going, turns into a little bit of a gravel road to get there. And none of us had a clue where we were right now, because we haven't been up this road for a very, very long time, and certainly probably not on Harleys anyway. And this is the hill that I was talking about. We just crossed this little one-lane bridge. There's a right-hand turn, and then there's a sign which, if I see a sign like this in the future, I'll know what it probably is trying to tell you. And it's trying to tell you, if you're on a motorbike, it's not made for this kind of road. Turn around now, get out the way, go back. But anyway, it's a gravel road. We started forging our way up the hill. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't disastrous or anything. But cruiser bikes, about 300. Well, I've got the lightest bike. Mine's about 320 kilos. The Street Glide in front of me, the Road Glide behind, they're about 400 kilo plus. So not the best bikes to be ripping around on a rutted, gravel-ridden road, skinny one with two-way traffic coming down the thing. Anyway, around about this point, we're beginning to realise this isn't just some small piece of roadworks. The road is like this. This is how it's supposed to be. It will never be any better. And at this point we didn't really know how much further this was going to go on and what was at the end of it as well. So we were hoping for a break. We were hoping for maybe we'd run into some tar seal and white lines and yeah, this is good, but wasn't showing any signs of that. And in the absence of any sure knowledge, we came to a moment where, yeah, this isn't going to be turning into anything other than gravel road all the way, however far that might be. And remember, we had no clue, so we did have a little bit of a discussion and decided, you know what, we know we missed the turn off, we know where it is back there, let's just turn around and go back and enjoy the delights of Matakana, get ourselves a coffee, because this is probably long enough on a gravel road for any of us. The irony of all this is a few days later, when I was taking a look on Google Maps to see just where we were and where we might have ended up, if we'd gone about another 7 minutes up that gravel road, carried on from where we did stop, we would have eventually reached some tar seal, and that would have taken us round quite a long way round. But you know, what are you going to do? You're here for a ride, right? Would have got us through via Lee to Matakana, so would have worked, but the gravel put us off. Anyway, what can you do? We had a great time riding, and soon after this we were heading up over the Matakana hill, which is covered in another video that I just recently put up. So that's my story. Time to wrap it up for now. Take care out there, ride safe, and see you out there.